Yo, yo, it's SmallmouthCrush, bright and early. Today's video is just slightly different than what I've been doing when I've been here in Wisconsin. I'm gonna do a little walleye fishing. I'm actually in the hometown where I grew up in Winneconne. It's been a while since I've been on the water here. And it looks the same a little bit. There's a weird bridge behind me. It wasn't there before. And a little road construction. And the building I was conceived in got torn down, unfortunately. Old brick building here in Winneconne, right across the bridge, is gone to make room for the new bridge. Sad. Anyways, fishing, back to fishing. It's all coming up. Let's get out there. The good old Wolf River, Winneconne boat launch. I've launched my boat thousands of times there. See that 100-yard stretch right there to my left? I can't tell you the number of bass I've caught off of that. Brings back a lot of memories. Spent a lot, many hours out here on this body of water. So it's only natural that I stop at my second favorite cane bed on the lake. My buddy Brian and I, we used to fish walleye tournaments. We had a pretty good day in this little patch 15 years ago. But come to think of it, it was probably 20 plus years ago. My God, I'm getting old. Take that, Steve. You can be trolling. You don't have to be trolling. Jigging cane for walleyes. Back in the day, that's just what I did. Give me my night crawler back. Sweet. Walter. Yeah, we're on them now, boys. Back in the day, this is what I did. I grew up fishing cane, specifically this one. I just came out here, reminisce, you know. Another guy. Yeah, so as I was fishing and enjoying the solitude and the peaceful early morning hours, these guys decided to pop in. They started behind me, which I thought, all right, that's cool. You guys can fish behind me. You don't know who I am. You don't know I'm the walleye cane master and I cleaned up. But then they decided to come around and cut me off. I've been slaying walleyes when you chumps were in diapers. Have some respect for your elders out here. Have fun fishing my wake. I'm out. Like this, just come in front of you. Since they're in a duck boat, they're probably ones that sky blast out there as well. By the way, I am the original can man on Lake Poygan. It's a little different here in Winneconne. I've shot plenty of divers out there. By the thousands. Cans, redheads, bills, you name it. You can almost say the cane beds are like my second home. In fact, do believe I've spent a few nights in them. sometimes even sober.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh. Okay. Well, that's how you get your 5 walleye limit in under an hour with SmallmouthCrush on Lake Winneconne, Lake Poygan, and the Cane. All right, let's talk a little bit about my walleye setup for the cane beds. So today I was using a St. Croix Legend Extreme. I like a 7-foot. This one's actually a medium light. Now, if I was really like jigging cane and was serious about it, I would bump up to one of my 7-foot mediums. I just didn't have any leaders tied on. I fished that tournament on the Fox River last night, that bass tournament, and we were hung up a lot and rocks and whatnot, so I was snapping them off. I didn't have anything ready to go early this morning, so all I did was I took the medium light. It's just a little bit light. You want something just a little bit heavier, but not too heavy. So a 7-foot medium would be a great rod. Of course, on here I use braid, so it's 5-pound Power Pro. Now on my mediums I have 10-pound Power Pro. So 5 or 10, whatever you're comfortable with. And then I had an 8-foot fluorocarbon leader attached to that braid. And I went to Fleet Farm, Mills Fleet Farm. For those of you not in Wisconsin, it's called the Man's Mall. It's got everything you need if you're a man, if you're a dude. But I went and got some little jig heads. This one's chartreuse, 1/8 ounce, and I bought some 12 dozen Canadian crawlers from the gas station, and I cut them in half, ripped them apart, and used half of a night crawler. And all I would do is pitch along the edges, and then there was times when they would actually be out in front of the cane, and I would just pitch to pitch the wind-blown areas and just slowly work that jig, sometimes just crawling on the bottom, sometimes small hops, and you'll just feel a tick, or you'll see your line start to move, and that's when you set the hook. No net. I know a lot of you walleye guys use nets a lot, even for 14-inch walleye, but it is what it is. I didn't use a net today. You don't have to, but it comes in handy, I guess, if that's your style. Us bass guys, we're just used to not using nets, and I grabbed them because I was looking for a nice meal. I love walleye, so I'll take a limb of the walleyes any day. So as far as cane beds go, as soon as it starts getting green, it starts getting good. I started fishing cane. I mean, I know all the cane beds on Lake Butamore, Poygan, Winneconne, all the little hot spots. So when you fish this cane, you're gonna have to spend some time and really find those key areas. And a lot of it will depend on the wind direction. Sometimes those cane beds will have little shelves it'll come up 6 inches, a foot, and there'll be some hard bottom in there, and those walleyes will just use that as kind of a road, just to kind of cruise up and down and feed. They'll get inside the cane. Sometimes sometimes, especially with the high sun, you'll have to get in and pitch into the cane in the pockets, and it's frustrating, because you do get hung up a lot. But that's really basic, cane fishing 101 for me. Today, most of the fish were outside the cane, anywhere from a foot to 5 feet out in front of the cane beds, and that's how I caught most of those fish. Now, of course, you can use crawlers. I think guys are probably using plastics nowadays. I really like a leech, so I love throwing a leech in there as well. Leeches are a little bit more hardy. They'll stay on the hook a little bit longer. I burned through 2 dozen crawlers today trying to get a limit, dozen and a half. So I lost a little bit of bait as well. So you just want to keep that in mind. But leeches and crawlers, I don't know I don't have enough experience to tell you if one is better on certain days. But then I should mention also, you don't want to forget, you can slip bobber. You can slip bobber these cane beds as well. Again, wind-blown points. Just keep hopping around until you find an active school, and you'll start to form a pattern and be able to run these on the certain winds. Right now we got, looks like a southwest wind, so a lot of it was the wind-blown areas. Now some of this cane, like the cane behind me here, that's it's not ready yet. I like to see a lot more green, and I think the bait fish get in there, and obviously that's why the walleyes go there. So you want to keep that in mind. But pretty soon this stuff is going to be yay tall, and you actually sometimes won't even be able to pitch inside because they'll get so thick. Cane bed bite heats up from now through June. I still caught them in July, August, and September. It just gets a little tough. It's not as consistent. Right now is the time to do that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Cane bed fishing for walleyes. I know I had a good time. It's awesome. It's fun. Sometimes you just got to do something a little different. If you found my channel through a, walleye cane bed search, I'm a bass guy, former walleye guy. I converted. Maybe you guys will convert as well if you check out some of my other videos. Bass fishing's where it's at, guys. I'm just saying. You want to eat a few walleyes, go ahead. I had enough comments. I'm probably going to get them with all my walleye buddies this week in Wisconsin. One guy sends me a picture of a smallie he caught. Dirty Steve. I don't know if you guys maybe seen that video or not. But Dirty Steve sends me a picture of a smallmouth. And I asked him, looks like it was 4.5 pounds solid fish. He texts back. He goes, yeah, you should have saw the fillets on this thing. Full of eggs. He's joking, but a lot of you guys aren't. So it is what it is. I just thought it was funny. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do a little bass fishing here on the upper lakes, Lake Winneconne, Poygan. Who knows? It's not as good as the Bay of Green Bay, I'll tell you that. But it'll be fun to kind of fish some of my old spots from back in the day. Awesome. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments and likes below. And until next time, see you guys on the water.